All right, Alan, it has been great
Mhm.
chatting with you. We spoke briefly yesterday and a little bit this morning as well about the job itself that you applied to. I
Mhm.
have your resume pulled up here, so I'll briefly go over it and I'll give you the mic. So
Sure.
on your resume, you have an extensive skill set here. So, for
Mhm.
example, some roles that you have worked on has been legal assistant. You've worked as a store manager,
Mhm.
front desk, which all comes to play with having administrative skills.
Yeah.
Alan, I would love to give you the mic now and give me a little bit of more insight as far as your professional experience, if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, I've kind of worn multiple hats over the years, different jobs. But my last job, I worked at a company called Brown and Brown, um, and um, so basically, I worked in their property damage loss draft division. Basically just assisting, clients with mainly clients who have lost pretty much everything through hurricanes, natural disasters, just helping them make sure they got paid, fairly, because insurance companies a lot of times don't want to pay fair. Um, so so we made sure that they got paid. We would hire our own public adjusters because the adjusters for insurance, they're working for the insurance company, so they have their interest in mind. We have the client's interest in mind. Um, so yeah, so that's what I did there. I was a team lead. Kind of worked my way up to that position. Um, was there for a couple years. Um, and then the position before that, I worked at Morgan and Morgan, downtown Orlando. Um, and I left that job because I was driving from Ormond Beach to Orlando every single day. So the drive was I mean, it was about 4 hours of driving every single day. So
Wow.
um, yeah, I looked to see if they had a position here, but they didn't have anything available. So, but
Yeah.
my duties there, I was in personal injury. So basically taking phone calls, making sure documents were getting to the paralegals, making sure that everything was precise, detail. I'm very detail oriented, and I know that was something that they, reiterated to me that these things are going to court, and they can't go to court with errors or anything like that. So they have to be, precise. So yeah, I would be on the phone with clients, making sure that I relayed the most accurate information. Definitely a lot of experience with Excel, spreadsheets. I'm very computer savvy. So that's mainly what I did there. A lot of, like you said, a lot of administrative, duties, things like that. Um, and also getting new clients for the law firm. I was working on doing that as well. And then, the job before that was GNC. I was a store manager. Started out as a sales associate part time, and kind of worked my way up to a store manager position over two or three different stores. Yeah. Um, and then Before that, there's a lot of a lot of different. But I will say this. I will say that all of those jobs combined gave me like a really good knowledge of how business and customer service, really how it functions.
That's right.
Um, and so it's not something that I'm not one of those people that's like I grew up like I want to be this. I just decided that I was going to be good at whatever I set my mind to. So
Absolutely. And that's a great mindset to have, right? I think it's being a master at whatever you put your mind, no matter what position you're in life, is being a master at what you do. I think that takes you far in life. I mean, look at where it's taking you from being front desk all the way up to
Yeah.
legal assistant, even a
Mhm.
loss draft specialist. So definitely
Mhm.
that's a testimony that's how right there. Your
Mhm.
customer service reflects as well. So again, you have an amazing skill set here. So I'm sure that anywhere that we are able to put you at with whatever client, you're going to be a master
Absolutely.
at that. So
Absolutely.
that's amazing, Alan. You mentioned customer service briefly.
Mhm.
What does customer service mean to you?
Customer service means to me is obviously putting the customer first. No matter how you feel about the situation, a lot of people think you know their pride gets in the way, so they tend to think I'm right and the customer's wrong. Like I know I'm right. That doesn't benefit the client or the customer at all. They'll just go elsewhere, for services. So
That's right.
um, so I always try to um, be empathetic with and people can tell whether you're genuine or not, whether you're just there for a paycheck or you're there to actually help people. And I have a really big heart for people. I love helping people. I love, no matter what role I've been put in, even if I'm at the bottom the bottom of the totem pole at a job, I feel like I can make a difference in people's lives, just by treating with respect. So I believe customer service is just showing the customer that you care, that you're willing to do whatever it takes to help them and give them the services. And if you can't find what they need, then you find it for them. So
Absolutely. And that was beautifully said. And I couldn't have said it any better. I think that's exactly what customer service is, Alan, is ensuring that we can always find a resolution for that
mhm,
customer or the client and that we're not always right.
mhm,
So that
100%.
sounds lovely. Yeah. And then my last question is going to be, when are you looking to start a new role?
I can start tomorrow.
Perfect. That was the answer I was looking for. So that sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah. So, Ellen, it truly has been lovely chatting with you. And again, thank you for joining me with this interview today. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. I don't want you to hang up on me quite yet. I want to continue chatting with you as well.
Sure, sure, absolutely.